And as he opened up the door, the woman got out and said, and she wrapped her arms around him and gave him a hug and said, I'm so thankful you're here. I said, now, you know, God made that woman wreck her BMW just to give you a. He said, do you think that was God? I said, there ain't no other way. You said that, the devil did. He said, I never seen her after that. God is the God of the unusual. And I want to tell you, as I tell that story, some of you are going to be surprised what hugs you in 23. You said, God, if you do that, and God's going to make it happen. It may look like an accident to you. It may look like something ain't going to work. You may feel all alone. That woman could have turned off because the distance between that wreck and where he could have turned off. But I'm going to tell you, God has some divine accidents that is going to greet you into your break off of you some of that depression. God has a way of doing that kind of thing. Everybody say, bring it to me, Jesus. Now, this is a deal. It happened because he asked. What does the Bible say? You have not because you. Now, there's all kinds of prophetic words going all over America, around the world. And some people saying, I'm believing it's like gravity. It's going to fall on me. But if you don't ask for what I'm prophesying, you'll not get it. But the person beside you could leave with it. Everybody say, I'm asking. And you know why God likes people to ask? First of all, it's polite. How many of you have ever had somebody come in your house and start grabbing your food and they don't ask for it? You were going to feed them, but now they're doing that, you want to smack them. Go over and open up my refrigerator without asking, pulling stuff out. It's disrespectful. And there are saints, they just go into God's glory. They just start grabbing. They don't ask. It's a lack of respect. Also, it's a lack of a relationship. How many of you know you want your kids to ask for something? You don't want to find the candy in their pockets after you leave the store. They just went in and grabbed it. I'm telling you, you go in and grab stuff and you don't ask God, you could get a whooping in 23. Oh, that ain't the word you were looking for. Okay, I'm sorry. But after you get whooped, you'll start asking, and then you'll be able to keep what he gives you. You know, I remember my little son, we left the store, and he's chewing on gum that we didn't give him. How many know we knew there was a pack of gum in his, did not pay for it. So we had to take him back, and we had to pay for it and teach him a lesson. Okay, just think about that for a minute. Don't make God have to take you back and teach you a lesson that you need to ask. Because when you ask and you receive, what's happening? You're developing a relationship. I believe this. Be a witness of a threefold cord that will not be easily broken. I believe that God's going to bring you into threefold cord relationships that literally can stand the tension of heaven and hell. You say, why heaven and hell? Because first of all, the threefold cord is something the devil will try to break. But I'm telling you this, if you don't have a threefold cord, you cannot pull the weighty glory things from heaven down to earth because your rope ain't strong enough. You need to have that threefold cord. You need agreement. And I'm going to tell you this, if you operate out of that 23, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit, the witness of a threefold cord. There's some prophetic words I'm going to release over some people as we go because I have a little bit of time. We're just warming up here. I want to open this up. I want to also just tell you this. I have to put up so it sees my face. Okay, there it goes. Your identity is going to open up your laptop. Your identity is going to open up your 23. I'm going to tell you something. Don't show up not knowing who you are, or the door will not open. If you're not reflecting the glory of this, I really believe this, that some of you are going to go into visions, not because you're anointed for visions, but you get so close to him, you start seeing like he sees. How many of you want to start seeing what he sees? In Jesus' name. I was standing in front of a man in Dallas. This was Pastor John. We were out there together. You preached and I was out there. And I stood in front of this man and I said, "Who stole your wallet?" His jaw dropped